This morning, jurors are expected to hear closing arguments in the Daniel Penny case. Penny is charged with manslaughter and negligent homicide in the May 2023 New York City subway chokehold death of Jordan Neely, who was a 30-year-old homeless man. NewsNation's Rich McHugh joins us live from New York outside that courthouse this morning. Rich, this case raises questions about safety, race, mental illness, homelessness. What are prosecutors saying ahead of today?
Hey, good morning, Markie. It raises so many questions. Prosecutors and defense will have their closing arguments this morning. Prosecutors are expected to lean into their main argument, which has been all along that the chokehold from Daniel Penny was the sole reason for Jordan Neely's death. The defense obviously tries to dispute that and says there were other extenuating circumstances. But I want to bring our viewers through the key moments of this case and what we're expected to hear, essentially, in these closing arguments. They're going to focus on the chokehold itself and the chokehold video. The medical examiner, key to the prosecution, said the reason for Neely's death was the chokehold, but the defense's experts said not the case. He said it was a combination of 4 factors: restraint and struggle, sickle cell anemia and crisis, a genetic condition Neely had, K2, that's a synthetic drug, powerful synthetic drug he had in his system, and schizophrenia. They referred to that, and we'll likely see or hear again the interrogation video with Penny in the police precinct. He wasn't aware Neely had died and reiterated he was not trying to kill him. Take a listen.
Some guy came in, he's like, whipped his jacket off, and he's like, I'm gonna kill everybody, I can go to prison forever, I don't care, I don't do this. At that point, I looked to the person next to me like, hey, just hang on to this phone for me. I had my headphones in and took it off and just kind of like grabbed him from behind because he came in just to because he was acting like a lunatic, like a crazy person.
Now, the jury heard from eyewitnesses on police body cam footage describing Neely and Penny's action. Character witnesses testified to Penny's empathetic and kind nature. A key decision not to put Daniel Penny on the stand. The defense explained their decision after they rested that the jury heard from him first in the video with the police.
He believed, like so many of the eyewitnesses, that he was going to make good on the one witness talked about he had a satanic conviction behind the words he was saying. Or is it very real? Thought somebody was going to get hurt, thought somebody was going to get killed, and he acted.
But those wanting to see a Penny guilty verdict, including Black Lives Matter, say it was no civic duty whatsoever. Take a listen.
Some people might say, oh, well, he was trying to do a civic duty. Well, he took it too far. And that's what the prosecution has proved. The defense wanted to come in and say, oh, he died from this, he died from that. But the New York City medical examiner said that Jordan Neely, died from a chokehold. There was no ifs, ands, and maybes about it.
Now, closing arguments set to begin this morning, 10 a.m. Then it will be up to the jury of 12, and possibly we may see a verdict this week. Markie?
Hey, we'll be watching and listening closely. Rich McHugh, thank you so much, live from New York this morning. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.